If she had only been ugly.
Are there cameras?
Yes, there's cameras.
I know, I
Welcome
kept
to Dom
saying that
Irrera,
last
live
time.
from the Laugh Factory, my friends, for another exciting episode in the life of Kira. And nothing makes her hotter than having kids and a husband.
Yep, that's what makes chicks hot.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
if he could get you that easily, what's the challenge?
There's no challenge.
Just to pull you away from your kids, to make love to you. How many, you got one or two kids?
One.
Oh, you only got one?
Yeah.
Lazy bastard.
I know.
Is that it for you? Did you have your tubes tied?
Yeah, I recently kind of gave up on show business, so maybe I'll have another one.
Another kid?
I was kind of holding out.
You gave up on show business?
I'm kidding. I mean, a little bit.
Oh, no, I
Don't
saw
you?
your act last week. I know what you mean.
Right? You can tell.
No, you did great.
Have you ever done this, like where you just quit comedy, like a couple times a week?
Fuck no. What else would I do?
But you know what I mean? You don't really quit because there is nothing else to do, but you kind of, in your mind, you're like, fuck this. That ever happens to you?
No. Have you seen me perform?
I have.
Very strong.
I'm surprised.
My God, it's a gift. No, I never quit.
I never quit
I never quit.
fully, but in my mind I do a couple times a week.
Well, you have other things in your life. I have nothing else. I have an empty shell of a life.
Yeah.
I'm a lifeless
sad.
bastard.
That's not true. You have ping pong after this.
I go to ping pong like a real man, and then I go home and I watch a little football. And so we're coming off of the Jewish holidays.
Sure.
This is 4 weeks later. Did you atone for your sins? Oh, that's not the attitude we want here in Judaism.
I don't know how to be a Jew. I don't know what they want from me. I don't know how to be a Jew. I'm not. I went to the.
I don't know what they want from me.
I don't know
What do these people want from me?
What do they need?
With the atonement.
I don't
Why
get
does
it.
God care if you didn't eat for him?
Yeah. And also, you atone for your sins. That's like getting your car washed and then just parking under a tree full of birds.
What a metaphor. Motherfucker.
And
Yeah,
then you're just
you
gonna
motherfucker.
get shit on the next day. So why atone? I don't get it.
Well, to make room for more stuff.
Make room? Yeah.
What do you think your greatest sin is? I'll tell you what I think mine is.
Okay, you
No,
go
I
first.
want to hear yours. 'Cause
It's like, can I do it alphabetically?
yeah.
A, anal.
Eh,
B,
Your anal retentive or having anal sex?
I don't know. What's like a sin?
Well,
What's a sin to you? Like doing like something like literally sinful, like against the law?
a sin to me would be like when Adrian Peterson beat his 4-year-old and gave
Yeah.
him marks.
Yeah.
That's a sin.
That's terrible.
Terrible. How old's your kid?
My kid's 3.5.
So can you imagine? Is it a girl, right?
Boy,
Oh.
cannot imagine.
Can you imagine
What does
giving him marks, hitting him that hard? What the fuck could he do?
I'm sometimes too sarcastic with him, and I feel guilty about that. Like
Sometimes I'm too philosophical with my 3.5-year-old.
Seriously, I
Tell him
am.
to read Kierkegaard.
I was driving the other day, and there was a FedEx truck. My kid's in the back, right? FedEx truck. You know how sometimes they park in the middle, that
Yeah.
middle lane?
They don't care.
It's fine. That's where they're supposed to park. The FedEx truck has his lights on, and my kid is in the back with me, and he sees this truck, and he goes, look at this FedEx truck. Just stopping in the middle of the road like he's the only one that exists.
Kid says this?
Yes.
Wow.
Like he's the only one around. Like it's just him. Like no one else is on the street. And he's going on and on and on. And I realize, oh my God,
got
what
this
am I
from you.
doing? What am I doing to this poor kid?
Yeah.
It's not as bad as the Adrian Peterson beatings, but I mean, it's a close second.
No.
I'm teaching him how to be just sarcastic and how to just kind of be like a smart ass.
Jewish. You teach him how to
I'm
be Jewish.
teaching how to be a Jew. I'm a good Jew in that sense. But as for
You're
what I did
a
for
kvetcha? You
Sukkot,
kvet-
I can't tell you.
What's Sukkot?
I don't know. It's one of the ones they make up a new holiday every day. It says, hey, let's celebrate grains. They don't care if you're gluten intolerant. It's a holiday for bread
gluten
and
intolerant?
grains. I try to avoid it.
Why? I love
I
gluten.
mean, I still
I
eat
had 2
it.
gluten balls for breakfast. I love gluten. Gluten is my life.
Gluten balls. I mean, don't you feel a difference when you cut out a little bit?
No, I don't.
I'm not saying cut all of it out.
I don't cut anything out, including alcohol.
You just everything all at once.
I'm an indulger.
Yeah. You dip your gluten in alcohol in like some brandy in the morning for breakfast.
Delicious.
Well, you can try it.
There's nothing like a buzz on an empty stomach. May I suggest? May I say to you?
That buzz that you feel right before the nausea.
I don't get nauseous.
You don't. I'm such a lightweight that I don't know how to drink well either.
I mean, sometimes I'll feel my liver just starting to tremble.
You'll feel
Like,
you feel it sweating.
My liver does a character, by the way.
What would your liver sound like?
Hey, easy. Listen to that liver. It sounds just like a liver. No, I can feel it a little, but
Yeah.
I'm very lucky.
What does it feel like?
That I don't want to eat, that I've just destroyed something in me.
Have you ever done like a cleanse?
No, fuck no.
Why not?
It's boring.
It's not boring.
A
The
cleanse.
stuff that comes out of you is not going to bore you at all. It might keep you up at night.
What are you talking about cleansing?
You do like a liver cleanse, like you specifically take certain, vitamins. I was gonna say vitamins and herbs
vertebrae.
together. Verbs, some vitamins, some herbs. You drink, you
Take
eat
some
clean,
verbs, some synonyms,
some adverbs,
some ad.
and then you detox a little bit. I'm talking to the wrong person. Speaking of detox, here's some
Greg,
coffee. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Let me tell you something.
Stay close by in case I want to throw it at you if
Thank
it's
you.
not right. Okay.
Greg, let me tell you something. First of all, we had Evan rather, and who was the other guy? Josiah. Yeah. They pale compared to you. Seriously, you're the
No,
greatest.
I'm sorry. You mean to say he's pale?
I'm pale.
He's pale. Yeah.
Yeah,
he's just
you
pale.
could use a little sun.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Get some vitamin D.
Yeah.
You're right.
You should have a mic with you all the time.
Thank you very much. Thank you. He should. He should have like just a lav where he can walk around and be a part of the podcast
I know.
wherever he's at. I'm at Greenblatt's next door. Now I'm paying for the coffee.
Don't give Greenblatt's an advertisement.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm at the Jewish deli. That
It's not really a
is-
Jewish deli.
It's not. You know what they advertise? This is the place that chefs go to eat when they're done with their shifts. Did
Yeah,
you know that?
why?
It's the only place open.
Right.
Yeah. That doesn't mean it's good.
It's look. I like the place.
Sure.
I like the people.
Sure.
I like the owner. Mm-hmm. But I wouldn't go there every fucking day if I wasn't right
No.
next door to the Laugh Factory.
I know.
Because I really like the Laugh Factory, and you can see me at the Laugh Factory in Long Beach, California, coming to the theater near you.
Coming to a Long Beach near you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So last week was fun.
I like your show. I like watching you. I like being in the audience during your show, which is rare. How often as a comic do you like to just be in the audience?
Sometimes.
I like to be in the audience for your show,
Yeah. Well, you're very strong yourself.
but I like watching you with the other comics.
Bitter?
I like watching you with the other comics. Are you bitter?
Oh, I
Yes.
thought you said I love watching you bitter comics.
Yes, you are bitter also.
I don't think I'm bitter.
No, you're not.
I think
But
I'm-
your liver is a little bitter. Like if I were to taste your
Well,
liver a little
How would
bit.
you get in there?
What your liver talks.
How would you get?
And you're asking me how I would get into
You're
it?
right.
Your liver has a voice.
Remember when I was barking and you asked me where that bark came from?
Yeah.
Well, I'm on a show called Back at the Barnyard, and I played Duke the dog, and we did the movie, and the movie had a lot of stars in it, with Kevin James and Danny Glover. I think he was in it. Anyway, after the movie, people were saying, "Yeah, it was funny, but it was weird because even the male cows, or if they could be called cows, steer or whatever, they had udders." The bulls,
Right.
They had udders, and they said that didn't make sense. I said, but the fact that they were on their hind legs talking made complete sense to you. That was cool.
Right.
You're worried about their tits.
Right. So unrealistic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ever done a cartoon?
I did one, and I did not enjoy it as much as I thought I would. It's hard. Because if you want to be good, you want to stay in that voice. If that voice is a little bit off, if it's just your voice, great, easy. But if you are trying to change up your voice, you got to stay in that whatever register you're doing.
I did about half and half. I did Bob's Burger,
Yeah.
my voice, Dr. Katz, my voice, and me.
Right, it's you.
And
So that's
Duke was pretty much my voice.
Well, then that's beautiful.
But Hey Arnold, his voice, I did that. That used to kill me.
What voice was it? Can you do a little bit?
It was Ernie, the demolition guy. Yeah, he talked like, Arnold, can I call you son?
Right.
That kind, and that was straining my throat.
That's hard after
and
a
then
while.
I did the Space Monkey. It was 21 episodes we did. Malcolm McDowell was in it. James Avery. James.
Wow.
Yeah, it was really talented.
I didn't think I knew that you had such a legit voiceover career.
Why would you know? Well, what am I going to tell you?
I check
mean,
your LinkedIn page.
You don't really, we're not really friends. I tried to be friends with you, but
When did you try? Tell me a specific date.
December 19th, 2012.
I was in a bad mood that day.
Were you having your period?
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's always whenever a woman
What
is
a
in
coinky dink.
Yeah.
Whenever
No,
a
you
woman's
never
a-
tried to be my friend.
Trying now.
Okay, well now I know. You got to let people know.
Can we hang out like in the back of the room, talk and laugh with the other comics?
Are you kidding me? I wouldn't
We
want
don't have to have a
nothing-
friendship out of here.
No. It should stay
How's
in
your
the comedy
marriage? Is your
club.
marriage strong?
It's strong. It's good.
Is it really?
Can I tell you why?
Why?
Because he doesn't bug me. That's the secret to the youngsters. Are there youngsters? Anyone under 50
is this-
listen to this or watch this?
Yes, we got a lot of kids.
Like under 50?
Under 50. You got a 12-year-old girl who told me she loves the podcast.
That's weird. See, we should look into that.
I think I told the story, but I'll tell you really quickly.
Tell me.
I'm in Montreal. This girl and her mother come up to me. I have no idea how old she is. She could be 18. You can't tell. She had those mesh stockings on and high
Right,
heels. And
right.
I'm kidding. But she said, are you Don Herrera? I go, yeah, big fan, thanks. Can I take a picture? Yeah. Her mom goes to get the camera and the father to take the picture. I go, how old are you? She goes, 12. I go, 12? What the hell are you doing watching me? She goes, let me tell you something. I've been a fan of yours since I was 7. Right? Isn't that cool?
Yeah, but okay. Why?
I don't know. The internet's
The internet,
remarkable.
That's what it does. Well, that's my advice for youngsters. If they want to know how to make a marriage work, it's not all about, two souls joining as one, and I found my mate, and this person completes
not?
me. No.
Yeah, I think it is.
No.
I found my soulmate 5 times in my life.
No.
I used to have 5 souls.
It's about, hey, you don't bug me. You don't bother me. Beautiful.
Yeah, but is that...
He also has other good qualities. He also laughs at my jokes.
Really?
Yeah, that's important.
I
when
knew
you're a
somebody
comic.
did.
You son of a
There had to be somebody out there that laughed at your
son of a
jokes.
bitch.
I saw you last week. I didn't think you were going for the laugh. I thought you were going for the meanderer.
I was going for the philosophical set.
Yes.
Make him think. Just,
Boy, she's smart.
we just leave him.
Wonder what she's going to
thinking.
do when she stops doing this. Wonder what she does for a living.
When you're in love with someone, when you're really, really, really in love, how long does that last?
The longest one I ever had was 5 years.
But you were in love the whole time?
Yeah, we fucked every day.
Really?
Every day.
If
Well,
you're
you
the
know-
12-year-old right now listening, go make some cookies and come back.
No,
Say that in front of a 12-year-old.
I can't control what they watch.
Well,
Go watch a cartoon,
yeah,
kids.
seriously. Where are your parents? Don't you have homework?
Watch something else. Yeah, we
every
fucked
day?
every day.
That's not true.
That's true.
Against her will?
Against her will, no.
She was for it.
She actually wanted to fuck you. There are
But
women
every day?
every day.
How do you find time
I
when...
couldn't get out of bed without coming.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Come on.
I'm dead serious.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's dedication. That's...
We were in love and we were very sex oriented.
So what happened?
No, it gradually diminished and
Sure. That one day when you skip a day, that's when you know.
should have never skipped that day.
Yeah.
No, she was great. I mean, like sometimes she didn't feel like fucking. I would just fuck her when she's watching television. Just get behind her like a fucking monkey.
Sounds romantic.
Yeah, you're right. It is. It does sound romantic.
It does.
Are you being facetious?
No, I don't know what that word means.
Do you know pedantic or didactic? Or
I'm going to look those up later.
Woody Allen. Do you remember Woody Allen and Danny Rose?
Yeah.
I don't mean to be facetious, pedantic.
Those are good words for him to say.
Yeah.
Because those words sound
Very
like
jejune.
those words sound like you might be stuttering through them, but that's really just how they're supposed to be pronounced.
Yes, they are. So, how much do you have sex with him? Once a week?
This last week it was twice. It's not bad.
Well, I think the key is not to fuck other people or jerk off too much.
Yeah.
I mean, because then you have all that juice. I don't mean to get technical.
Sure.
But I use the word jizz.
Yeah.
No, but then you have like all that pent up for one person.
Right.
That's a good. Yeah, it's a good.
Well,
way.
I'm good at one of those things.
What? Come on, you got me again.
Yeah, I gotcha. No, I think sex is important, but this is for real, is the truth. When I look at him, I go, oh, I like the looks of this guy. Because I've been in relationships where I could not stand to look at that person.
Yeah, my friend Carol Siskin used to have a bit about. It would bother me the fact that where he breathed, or the fact that he was breathing at all.
Right.
It's a great line.
Yeah.
Oh, there's my water. I
Are you
need some
leaving?
water and leaving. I wouldn't leave you. I'm glad you came in.
Happy to be here. Let me ask you a question. When you are dating, how much of it, are you dating right now? First, I should ask you that. You're drinking, I probably should.
Coffee makes me thirsty.
Yeah.
Am I dating? I go
Someone
out
specific.
in the United States?
Oh, Jesus. Listen, you're not like under oath. What's happening? We're not in court right now.
Sweating like the lead singer in a rumba band.
Yeah, okay, on the planet, sure.
Yeah.
Let's start with Earth.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you consider it dating.
You're doing a long distance, like in another country?
I have one long distance one and two other long distance ones. I haven't gone out with anybody here. The only females I hang out with here are a couple of the waitresses, friends of mine.
Right, but
we just drink together
yeah. But
I
these
think-
long distance ones, how often do you see them?
a couple times a year.
So you don't call that a relationship. It's just having
I
some
call
fun.
it a friendship. I call it a need,
Okay,
a momentary need.
right. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I was like married 4 times.
4?
Well, let me explain. Legally married once,
Okay.
but 4 times I was like married because we lived together for years.
Okay. Okay, it
When
wasn't
I
like
was-
you were married to one chick and then had 4 other people on the side.
No,
No. Okay. One at a time. One at a time.
one at a time.
Okay. Legally married for, is that the one that the monkeys, the 5 years?
No, that was another one who she's turned out to be probably one of my best friends.
Oh, that's nice.
And her daughter is my goddaughter, and her and I are really really tight. I mean, we're tight. Her, Lisa and I are tight, but
Did you kind of help raise her when you guys were together?
yeah,
Yeah? What was that like?
she was a lot of fun. She was a blast.
How old was she? What were her ages?
Well, since she was a baby.
So from baby to 5?
No, baby to now, she's 20.
But when you guys were together.
Oh no, when we
Right?
were together, she didn't have her.
Oh, I see.
So she had
Okay.
her after then when we became friends again.
Oh, I see. Okay. Okay.
And we just had a chemistry, me and the kid. We just had
Yeah.
a loving chemistry.
And so, did it ever make you want to have kids?
Yeah, I did. My fear was the Canadian girl, the French Canadian girl that I lived with. I was afraid that we'd have a kid and she'd move back to Canada.
Right.
And you can fear yourself to doing nothing in life.
Sure. Sure.
And now she has 2 kids, and they're great kids, and so it turned out to be a partially happy story. And there I am, all alone, no children.
But did you
Just
really
you.
want children? It seems like you were kind of like one of those guys that just wanted to be on the road, have freedom, not be tied down.
Yeah. I don't know what I wanted. I wanted a podcast. That's what I wanted. I wanted
This is your baby.
Damn Irrera, live from the Laugh Factory,
Yeah.
motherfucker.
You birthed this.
I gave life. I gave life.
Mm-hmm. It looks so much like you.
Thank you. It feels good to be part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I can interview all day. It's your show. You interview.
You
Yeah,
get,
I don't want to hijack.
whenever a comedian dies, There's always the logo of the Laugh Factory. You would think by watching the news that like comedians live here, like.
Right. Or what about the little movie that Jamie used to play? Does he
that
still
is
play it?
He stopped playing it here because of me. It was so depressing.
So and so's last set was here at the Laugh
Yeah.
Factory, and then they died.
Yeah,
Sam Kinison died on the Laugh Factory stage.
Richard Pryor in a
Richard
wheelchair.
Pryor
Oh my
killed
God.
Joan Rivers at the Laugh Factory on stage.
I mean, Robin Williams. I did a podcast with Robin. If anybody wants to see the podcast with Robin, it's Dom Irrera and Robin and Dom Irrera. And it's Rick Overton's podcast. Check it out. And I haven't been able to watch it because it's too painful for me.
Too hard, yeah.
But I'll listen to it. I mean, listen to it. It's only on audio, but I'll listen to it someday.
What did comics do back in you started like the late 70s, early 80s?
Early '80s.
What did they do if they didn't have a podcast? I mean, how did they even
nobody
know?
had a podcast until 5 years ago.
I know. But I mean, how do they even know how to fill their days and
I don't
promote
know.
their upcoming shows? Remember when you were a comic and all you had to do was be a comic at night for an hour? Now with Twitter, you have to be a comic 24 hours a day.
Well, we used to do morning radio though.
Right, but you know what I mean. Like your job was
You
to...
do the road much?
Yeah, I did a lot before my kid, yeah.
You're very good.
Well, thanks.
You're more than good. You're excellent.
Well, do you want to be my agent?
No, but I'll drive you around. You can sit in the back and bezel my head.
No, thanks. I appreciate that. That means a lot coming from you.
Yeah.
You know, being the ping pong player that you are.
What's my
Whenever,
name?
is that your move? Do you have like a signature like spin that you do?
I have an illegal serve that's really hard to hit.
Oh,
I hold the ball
yeah,
and I whack it from my hand. You're supposed to let it go.
right.
And unless somebody knows the rules of ping pong, I kill them.
Aha. So that's called the Irrera roll.
Yes. You play anything?
Like sports wise?
Yeah.
Not well. No. I'm not a very competitive person, so like when you try to
What the fuck are you doing in comedy if you're not competitive?
comedy, yes, but not sports. When I was a kid and I would be like on the softball team or baseball or whatever, and I'd have someone on base, you know, let's say I was like, you know, the second baseman, whatever, and I'd have someone on base and our team's winning and they're losing. And I would talk to them like, hey, don't worry, you guys are going to come up in the next inning. Like, you'll be fine. Like, you're going to be okay.
You're compassionate?
I'm too, yeah. I feel bad when people are losing.
Well, then you feel bad for half the people that play.
Yes. So that's not fun. And then I'm not competitive in that sense of like that's why when a comic is bombing on stage.
Who do you think's the worst comic we have here? Seriously.
I don't know. It's hard. There's so many in the running. There are a
All
lot.
right, let me ask you this.
Okay.
Not including me,
Uh-huh.
just because I don't want to be in the equation at
No.
all.
Well, you wouldn't be.
I wouldn't be. Who's your top 3 comics here?
Top 3 that I love. All right.
Okay, include me. No, I'm
Okay,
kidding.
you-
No, don't include me.
God dang it, that's a hard one because I'm a fan of so many right now. You know who I love every time I see him, but I do not see him nearly often enough because I think he lives in New York, is Tony Rock.
Oh, no, he's here a lot.
Is he here a lot?
Yeah.
I just miss him.
Saturdays when
God
he's in
damn
town.
it, he's funny.
He's great.
He's funny in like
Tony
the
Rock
most...
is Chris Rock's brother who has carved his own niche out in comedy.
Yeah. And the reason I love him is because he just seems very relaxed.
He's a good dude.
And he does a lot of great crowd work, not that kind of desperate crowd work that
Yeah.
like I want to get to know the people. That's what that's what it comes across when I do crowd work. A lot of people look at crowd work like it's a bad thing, like, oh, it's a crutch. It's not.
Yeah, I get really interested sometimes. Like I met a woman from Nepal. I was at the Chicago Laugh Factory, and I never meet people from like Nepal. How cool is that?
Right. I want to get someone's story. I want to know, why are you here? You know, what's your deal? But his crowd work is great, and just his material is great, and I really like watching him. I think also when you don't see a comic very often, it's a bigger treat.
Yeah.
You know?
I like Tom Papa.
Tom Papa's great. I never see him here.
He's here. He moved back here.
Oh, okay.
And I like Burr,
Yeah.
Rogan. It's typical, same people.
Jimmy
like-
Brogan?
No, Jimmy Brogan.
I thought you said
Joe
Brogan.
Rogan.
Oh, Joe Rogan. Yeah.
Jimmy Brogan. Who says Jimmy Brogan?
I
They're
love
talking about
Jimmy
the top
Brogan.
Three. Yeah, but he's not a top three.
Not a top 3 guy. Yeah.
He's the original crowd work guy.
yeah. That
Which
guy.
is so ironic because he used to book the Tonight Show and he would tell people how to organize their set. Something.
Right.
You don't even have fucking 3 minutes.
Right.
And you're telling
You
me
know he must though, right? He must have a set.
not much.
He must have something.
And Sarah, where are you from? Oh, they're really Topeka, Kansas. Whoa.
And he knows like high schools in Topeka. He's like, oh, what did you go to? Herbert Hoover High? Over there in
right, yeah,
Topeka?
yeah.
He knows interesting
I know.
facts about every city. He's
Well,
been doing
because
this
he's
for
asked people.
Yeah, so long. Who else is in my top? I love watching D'Elia. He's fun.
Yeah, well, his performance level is really high.
Yeah. He's great. He's always entertaining. There are just certain comics that you...
Chris D'Elia did a podcast, by the way. It's just on audio. And he's going to come back and do the regular one soon.
Yeah.
Just to let them know. By the way, you got anything you want to plug?
Yeah, I sure. When is this coming out?
In about 4 weeks.
Okay, so November will be safe, right?
Yeah.
November, I believe it's the 21st, 22nd.
Perfect. It'll be out.
The Comedy Spot in Scottsdale, Arizona.
Oh, cool.
Go to kiracomedy.com for more information. And I'm coming out with my own juice line.
What's that mean?
No, I'm kidding. I don't know.
What's
I
your-
felt like I wanted to plug a product. And buy my socks. I have new...
Kira Soltanovich.
called the Soltanovich socks.
Called the Kira Soltanovich culottes, which is good for you girls who like to wear a short skirt, but don't want people looking up it.
Yeah,
Because
perfect.
it's blocked.
Kira
It
culottes.
blocks the vagina area.
Yeah. Who are your top 3? You said Bill Burr. Papa, did you say him already?
Three of my. I mean, I don't have a top 3.
Yeah.
But I'm not. I would never put that pressure on. I'm glad you answered it, but I could never do it.
It's hard, right?
I don't want to alienate.
I was just thinking, when you said top 3, I was thinking, when I was here and I was watching someone on stage, I just, for some reason, put myself in this club. Tony Rock was one of the
And then
last
there's
people I
people
saw.
that make you laugh on 2 levels. Like Tosh, he is like my little brother in a lot of ways, and so he makes me laugh when he even if he has a joke that fails.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like, and Burr I love, and Rogan. I love watching D'Elia too.
but those are-
Brent
those are-
Morin for a young guy.
Yeah, he's good.
He's
I
terrific.
just learned about him here
Yeah.
at the factory. But you're naming people that I feel like are obvious. Like that's a home run, obvious.
Well, I'll tell you
comics.
who's
so
not-
who's maybe off the beaten path a little
Ian
bit?
Edwards.
Oh my God.
Brilliant.
Ridiculous. One of my favorites. That fucking guy. God damn it, he's good.
Take it easy.
I'm
It's just
passionate.
it's just a podcast.
Oh,
Take it
you
easy.
didn't let me finish. A good dresser. He's always dressed really well. Have you noticed?
Meticulous.
He puts together an outfit
He's
very
a
nicely.
vegan.
Fucking vegans. They
Vegan.
got everything going for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't have to cleanse.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, he's great. That's what I mean. People like that.
All right.
You know who I saw kill? Dana Doot.
Yeah, yeah.
Saw him kill the other day.
Dana Dude, I got to get him on this podcast.
Yeah. He has a bit that I repeat to my husband all the time. I have to call him and tell him that I do that. I think he'll hopefully get a kick
What's
out
the
of it.
bit?
Medical. You know that bit that he does?
No.
Where it's like obvious Russians have a, they're obviously Russians have a pot dispensary that they just decided to call.
Oh,
it's
medical.
called medical or something like that. But I'll do that with my husband. We'll just be driving somewhere. You know, in LA, you have all these stores that just have ridiculous names. You know, like
The pot stores?
no, just
Oh,
even
just
like
that.
a nail salon,
Oh,
like
yeah.
happy smiling nail place.
Well, you know that it's somebody that didn't speak English as
Right.
a first language.
Yeah. So we call it the medical happy nail medic.
Right.
Nail
You see,
happy.
this is why you love your husband. You
Yeah.
go around reading signs together.
We do have a good time. He's very funny. That's also a part of it.
What's he do?
He works in television, but other side of the camera. There's no desire.
What does he do? Direct?
He's line producer. Yeah. Money bags.
He makes money?
Well, he's in charge of the money. So if you say, you know, we want some royal chairs on stage for the podcast, he can tell you, we don't have that in the budget. Or he
Oh,
can say,
really?
go crazy.
That's what a line producer does?
Yeah, they're in charge of money.
Oh, I didn't know
Each
that.
line, each thing has a line, right? Each item that you want to buy or rent or
I thought a line producer
hire.
was the one when you stopped in the line, they go, they fill in the line.
They do that too.
Oh. Do they really? You
But
son
that's
of a
great.
bitch.
That's great. He's sitting there, seeing how much the set is going to cost, and then someone goes, line. He's like, wherefore art thou? And then he's back to the craft service.
That's what I thought they did.
No.
I've been doing television
Script,
for 25
script
years.
supervisor, maybe?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, it's tricky. The job is actually in the title. I know that's tricky.
It's all the same shit.
Sure.
You know what? It's amazing about television how much money trickles down. Like I was told, I have a friend who was a producer on Everybody Loves Raymond, and I was told that him and a couple other writers have a 1% of the show
Right.
that they get, and they're loaded from that.
Of course.
1% though.
1% of $1 billion is a lot.
Imagine how much luck's involved because Ray Romano, first of all, I love him.
Yeah. Great comic.
Great guy, great comic, but he got fired from news radio because they
Right.
said he couldn't talk and walk at the same time. No, but I mean, this is the life. It's like,
Yeah.
had he not been fired from news radio, he would never had this hit series.
Right.
Joe Rogan took his spot on news radio, but Joe is destined to do a multiplicity of things in his career, as he's done with the MMA and the whole
And the podcasting.
and his TV shows and
Yeah.
But any amazing career. But isn't that weird
Yeah.
with Ray?
I wanted to have Joe on my podcast, and I approached him, and I get I don't know about you, probably not because you're a big name in comedy, but I get like a little nervous. And I said, hey, Joe, I was very timid. I know you're so busy. This is at the Improv. He's just sitting by himself. I said, if you ever, I do a podcast, comics who have kids. And we talk about how they cock block our careers. If ever you would, be so kind and I'd be so obliged. I'm literally like cowering in a corner. Like if you'd ever be so, I would respect. And then he goes, I don't do other people's podcasts. I just don't have time.
He does mine.
Right. I know.
Yeah, but I'm not just another person.
You son of a.
No, because we're good friends.
I know you are. And then I heard him on someone else's podcast like a couple
Whose
days
was
later.
it?
I think it was Eliza's.
Eliza?
Yeah.
I didn't know he even knew Eliza.
And so I was, so I took it personally is what I'm saying.
Well, you should have. It was personal.
I know. It was very,
It was
very
personal.
personal. I know.
It hurts me. Your pain hurts me.
Thank you. I
It
appreciate
singes me.
Sympathy. Sympathy pains. No, it's fine. I know. He's busy. He's a busy guy. I
He
get
just
it.
didn't want to do your podcast.
He
He's
just
not that
did
busy.
not want to. And I said, you know what? I'll circle back and check with
He's
you
got
in
plenty of time.
2016. He chuckled.
Who was the best person you had on your podcast?
Ooh. Brad Garrett was a lot of fun. Lot
Brad
of fun.
Garrett. I'm doing his comedy club next in
Yeah.
October 20th.
Yeah. It's a great club.
Oh, I'll be at Governor's first week in November and Brokerage, those two clubs in Long Island, and then Bananas the weekend before Thanksgiving. Bananas in Hasbrook Heights. I wish they had named it something else. How about the Hasbrook Heights Comedy Club?
That would have been mwah.
That's what I love about Rochester. Rochester, I do this. I'm doing it in February, and it's called the Comedy Club.
Yeah.
How nice is that?
That's wonderful. You can say it with a straight face
Slappy
as you're
bananas.
promoting it
Yeah.
on the morning radio. Do you like doing the morning, like the circuit in the morning, like the TV
I love
station?
doing it. I love doing it, but I hate getting up, because
hard.
We're always flying west to east to do these gigs,
Yeah.
and we don't go west of here. We didn't go,
Right. Well, you could go to Hawaii
Hawaii. Yeah.
once in a while. I once did Stanford's in Kansas,
Oh,
and I messed up.
Stanford and Sons.
Yep, Stanford and Sons, and I messed up on the time, so I got up at.
What are you, Geno Smith?
What do you mean? Why?
No,
Geno
his
Smith?
quarterback just did that for the Jets. He said he forgot the time change, and that's why he was late for a meeting.
Oh no, it wasn't even a time change thing. I don't know what happened. I woke up, and I wanted to look good because it was also morning. Like good morning,
How could
Kansas
you help
City.
looking good? Am I
Come
right,
on,
folks?
Right.
Come on.
So I got up and it was 4 a.m. instead of 6. So I got up at 4 by accident. I don't
Yeah.
know what happened. And I'm in the shower and I'm getting my hair and I'm putting on a little bit of makeup. Not a lot, but look normal, look good. Because those newscasters are so made up and you don't want to look
Yeah,
half
yeah.
dead sitting
They're
next to them.
beautiful.
And then I look and it's 4:30. I'm
Oh.
so pissed. And I just crawled back in my La Quinta Inn bed. And I was like, please just go back to sleep for like another hour and a half.
I don't think we work the same clubs,
No, but I'll put in a good word for you if you want.
and I'll do the same for you.
I will.
No, I work a lot of New York, Boston, Philly.
I would love to. I do a lot of the middle of America.
I do Chicago
Yeah.
and what else in the middle of America?
Well, the thing is, I'm in this weird place.
Oh, I know. Columbus and Cleveland.
Cleveland, sure.
Columbus is
Yeah.
probably
Did you ever do
one of my favorite
Hilarities
clubs.
in Cuyahoga Falls?
no, but I've done the hilarities in Cleveland,
Cleveland, yeah.
downtown.
I feel like I'm in this place
Beautiful
in my
club.
career. Yeah, it's nice, very nice. Where, like, you're Dom Irrera, as you know. And you have, your decades of comedy, wisdom, and knowledge
Yes.
under your belt, all of your television credits,
sagaciousness.
all of your voiceover credits.
It was on Seinfeld.
That's right.
You may have seen me in The Big Lebowski.
Right.
Not a bragger.
No, why would you?
Just saying.
But you
may
can
have.
rent it on Blu-ray.
My wife and kids. 4 episodes.
But you're a working guy.
No soup for you.
But you have a name, so you're always going to get booked. Always, right?
Until the
Is it-
day I die.
Is it really hard, though, if you want to go do a club? Is it that hard? You just go, hey, hi, it's Dom calling, or your people call. Is it really that hard for you to get booked?
No.
No. But I'm in a place in my career where I'm kind of like in this middle.
Well, they don't know how strong you are, and they don't know what you can draw.
Exactly.
Problem is, the artistic part of it is only part of it.
Exactly, and that's what's...
Let me explain it to these people.
Please do. 12-year-olds are listening.
She's excellent on stage. And I'm not saying that because she's sitting here. It doesn't hurt. But if you don't sell tickets, that's what's so incredible about some of these internet comics.
Right.
They do something on Google, and a million people Google it, and hundreds of people go see them, and they fill up a place.
But are they
only
funny?
do it once. No,
They're not funny.
not necessarily. They don't have an act.
Right.
You know.
I saw one of these YouTube sensation chicks. She was part of like this comedy festival I went out to do, and they wanted her to host. And not even tell jokes, just host.
Yeah.
And she couldn't do it.
Wow.
She couldn't do it, but yet she has, a million hits on YouTube. But it's not the same, and it's a shame.
You know who's fucking
unfortunately.
funny? Jessie May Pelusa. You know her?
Jessie, I don't know.
She's from something dating on MTV. Not Undateable. Girl Talk or Girl Date or I don't know. Anyway, she's
Yeah.
fucking a riot. You
Yeah.
love her.
I'll check her out.
I don't know if you could see her.
Why can't I?
I don't know where she plays.
I can't Google her on MTV.
Oh, you could do that. Yeah.
That was the plan.
All right.
That was the plan of me doing that.
Yeah. Check her out. Yeah. I was thinking about you last week because you had. I'm telling you, I don't. I sound like Sammy Maudlin stroking you like this, but you had by far the strongest set of the night. You don't know that because you didn't watch it.
I didn't watch it, but why did you do that? The other comics are there. That's not a
What
thing
did I
that-
do?
Again, I told you I'm not competitive, but you said it in front of the other comics. You're like, you were the strongest of the night, and that just makes me feel like I just want to crawl
Oh,
into
stop being so.
100% honest.
Don't you raise your voice at me? No, because it was true.
I know, but that's so...
Well, at least you were on that side of it. Would you have felt bad if you were on the other side of it?
Yes,
Oh, I didn't think I was that powerful.
of course you
It's
are.
only words, man.
You got the Irrera role.
Well, I love, Adam Ray?
Yeah.
All right, I love Adam, right?
Yeah.
So I would never do this to somebody I didn't like. But one night he was here and he was late for a spot. And I said, well, we got our last comic coming up. Now, usually, being last means you might be or probably are the strongest. Not in this case. This guy was just late. And I just hear him laughing,
It's great. I love that.
Yeah, I don't fuck with people that aren't my friends.
Well,
If I'm busting your balls, it means I like you.
Yes, and I think that most comics would be very touched that you would, the little mini roasts that you do after our sets on stage, which, by the way, is a great idea.
The
I don't know
show.
who came up with that, but it's great. The little interview.
Yeah, well,
It's awesome.
Kevin Nealon was doing it,
Right.
and he does it, but mine is different because Kevin's is basically not as good. No, Kevin's is he does like the new material thing.
Right. It
Mine
stems
is
from helping
is
with
more about breaking balls.
breaking balls.
And that's why like Burr comes up here and he just fucking loves it because it's his one chance to just
Yeah.
totally be a interactive comedian,
Right.
not have to do your act. I love it.
Yeah, me too. I haven't seen him in a really long time.
He was on my show. He was on both shows. He was on the podcast. When's the podcast coming out with Burr? Anybody hears?
Anybody in the walls? No.
Nobody hears.
Nobody cares.
Does anybody?
Is he
really
out
know?
here now? Does he live out here?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
just got married.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if it's a John Lennon thing where the chicks aren't supposed to know.
Oh, I thought you meant a John Lennon thing, like the chick's Asian.
Oh no,
I didn't know what you meant by that.
no. Remember
You'd be like boy bands when like a boy band member gets married, no
Yeah,
one talks about
that's
it.
what I'm talking about, yeah.
No, I'm okay, thanks, but I'm okay.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm all right that he's married. It's not devastating.
Oh, okay. I was just going with the improv. I didn't even know what you're talking about. I love. That's how much it.
That was believable.
Yeah, you're very believable.
Yeah.
Have you done some acting?
Yes.
I don't like the way you said that.
I know. I don't like the way I said it either. I get cast for a lot of more hosty things, which is kind of a bummer.
Why?
I don't have an agent. I would love
Don't
an
tell
agent.
them that.
It's the truth. Why not tell them the truth? What am I gonna?
Bullshit.
I have a great agent who never gets me out on acting gigs. Is that what? That sounds better.
I think I'm with them. You know what Laura Keitlinger used to call her agency? Drop the ball management.
Sure, yeah. I call them I see you never. Because you'll never I don't know why. It's not lack of trying. I have a great manager who I love.
Oh, that's good.
He's wonderful, but
I have a great
we gotta-
manager too,
Yeah?
Mr. Jamie Masada.
Ah, yes. Yeah, Jamie's great.
I've always wanted a manager who couldn't speak English. It simplifies things so much. People are going, what? What the fuck? What?
What is he asking for?
What did he say? Constipate? I think he meant consummate. He's like Mr. Malaprop.
But that's great. That's great. I played Mrs. Malaprop, by the way, in a play in high school.
I played Fag in The Rival.
The Rivals.
Yeah, Sheridan.
Yes. By Sheridan, yes. That's
What do you
a
think? I
great-
don't know anything? Like
I don't think you don't know anything.
Of course, I was.
Yeah, that was a great
I was
play.
the Spanish ambassador in Anne of the Thousand Days, the worst single performance by any actor in the history of theater.
Was this in high school?
No, in college.
Mine was high
High
school.
school. I thought it was too sissy-ish for me to.
Did you perform in high school? Did you do any kind of?
No.
No.
Just I played a little bit of basketball, a little bit of football.
Yeah, but then in college you were in plays.
Yeah,
Yeah. Just
But
straight
not-
plays or any musicals?
yeah. I was the rabbi and fiddler on the roof.
You did mention that.
Blessing on your head, mazel tov, mazel tov. My grandma said, mazel tov, mazel tov. Such
I-
a son-in-law, like no one ever saw. The Telemato Chemsoil. He was a butcher.
That was beautiful.
You know what's
Made me feel
beautiful?
like we were having a Sukkot right here, you and I
A
together.
Sukkot. The Sukkots we've had.
The Sukkots, ay vey, Zmir,
Yeah.
azochen vey, to give yourself so much nachas.
Ugh.
I played a nun in The Sound of Music. So you played
Jewish
a Jew.
nun?
I played a nun. With this
May God
fucking
bless.
nose, hey, like, it's, the habits are like so close to your face, and then this fucking nose just sticking out. It was awesome. It was beautiful.
What was the play?
Sound of Music. The hills are alive.
Oh, you played one of the male parts?
Yes, I played a male
A male
nun.
nun.
Yes, a lesbian. They call them nuns.
Lesbian. Have you ever been with a woman?
No,
But
but I did a play in college called The Maids by Jean Genet, French dude.
Jean.
And he made the characters kiss. It's the only time I've ever kissed a chick.
How was it?
So, the woman I kissed, actually, I think she might live in LA.
Would you like to kiss her again? I'll get her on the show next time.
No, I'm okay.
Did you make out kiss or just like a peck?
Well, it was like a it was like halfway there. I'm going to show you.
Tell me about it.
She said that every time I kind of wiped my mouth, she's like, don't wipe your mouth afterwards. That's not what the character would do. I was like, oh shit, you're right. That's what I'm doing.
Not supposed to be. Lesbians are not supposed to be repulsed when they kiss each other. Oh, I kissed a chick. Fucking bulldog.
That's the only time. I never was drawn to that.
Yeah, you have to have it, or
You have to kind of have to want to be really, really drunk. And I never got super, super, super drunk.
But why would that make it? So that means
because drunk chicks are like, let's make our nipples touch. I don't know why.
So that's what down deep is how they really feel then.
Right. And I never got really, really drunk. And I never experimented.
You don't get drunk?
I never picked it up. It's one of those habits I never picked up.
It's a shame.
It's a shame.
Yeah, you'd be fun.
Yeah.
You'd be a fun drunk.
A fun one. My friends would get drunk, and I would be their.
You bring your husband to the Christmas party?
Yes, a couple times. Yeah.
So I'll meet him.
Yes, please do. Yeah, Christmas is coming up. Jeez, that was fast.
Don't even talk about it.
Right? I feel like we just
Another
had the
year older, a new one just begun.
That's right. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
I don't know. I don't even know what to wear. I got 5 outfits on the bed already for Christmas Eve. And Hanukkah's coming up.
Yeah, it's a lot going on.
You know a lot about Hanukkah? Do you even go to temple at all?
Abyssal. No, I don't go to temple unless someone died or someone's getting married or it's court
Same
order.
thing.
Yeah, exactly. It's same thing. Or, no. Let me tell you why. I am legally Jewish, right? Like I have the paperwork, I have the card they send you in the mail, all that stuff.
A real Jew.
Right.
The Grammy Hall says.
I have all the permits that you need.
Right.
But when I was in college, I did one of those European trips. I actually lived in Europe. I lived in London for a year, and then when I was there, I went backpacking
Did you
around.
learn how to speak English?
Yes.
Cool.
The Queen's English, the proper royal English.
Color, COLOUR.
Do you know I still spell behavior wrong? I don't know. I can't.
Because of Britain?
Yeah, because of the O and the U and the thing. So
The yo and the U and the thing.
Right, and the
that
thing.
sounds like the beginning of a musical.
Bissell. It was.
What's that one? Fa.
Shobni's glazet. That's more Soviet Jew.
So
but,
are you Soviet?
yeah, that's where I was born.
Oh, that's right. You told me that.
Yeah.
You told me that on one of the interviews in the show.
Right.
No, my wife was Russian Jew.
I think you mentioned that. Yes.
Mendelovich.
Oh my God!
Well,
yes.
Mendy when they came here to cut it short.
Son of Mendelssohn. Son of Mendel.
Is that what that means?
Because Ovich is the patronymic, right? So I'm Soltanovich, so I'm son of Sultan. So it's like royalty, if you really want to think.
Yeah, everybody's royalty in their fucking
Right?
past.
Yeah, the czars. So, it's what a patronymic is, right?
No.
Okay. So what's your father's? What was his? Is he still living?
Yeah,
What's his name?
Dominic.
Also Dom.
But
Okay,
I'm not a junior because it's Dominic Andrew.
Okay. So, but you are Dominic Dominovich Irrera.
Wow, I
You
have a new nomenclature.
You do. You got to get new business cards, new headshots.
I don't have
with
business
your
cards.
patronymic in there.
My fucking head, I don't even have headshots.
No, yeah, you don't need them anymore.
No.
Everything is like just Google me, tweet at me,
Yeah.
get my resume off the Twitter.
Isn't that great?
I love it. I love not having a headshot.
I love that you don't have to mail shit.
Yeah, everything's electronic.
Yeah,
It's great.
I know.
Remember the packets you had to put together?
I love airports now where you just call the person. I call up my driver and
I'm here. You go through TSA, you pee in that little cup. They tell you if you have syphilis, right? You have that.
yeah.
You get that
and then
service.
you drink the pee.
Right,
Go,
and then you go through your that's what they call pre-check.
cha.
Yeah, it's much better without the headshots.
Where else you going in the next couple of months?
I have my phone over there with my calendar. I'm so bad. I cannot remember anything off the top of my head. Everything I'm thinking of.
What's your Twitter?
Kira Comedy.
Mine is @Dom Irrera.
Yeah.
Very clever.
Mine, I tried to do @Dom Irrera, and it was already taken.
Yeah, it was me.
Oh, that makes sense.
I'm glad. I'd hate for you to be in competition with you about my name. That would be
I thought
tough.
I thought it had a nice ring to it.
It's a horrible name.
Why?
It's too many R's.
I
and
know,
It
the
sounds
joke
too
you
much
do
like
is-
diarrhea.
The joke you do is great. I love that bit. The last name bit.
Oh,
You're making a
yeah.
reservation or.
I forgot about that joke.
Customer service. It's a great bit.
The-
Where they ask you, "Are you sure?" Right? Isn't that one of the lines?
Something like that. Yeah, I can't think of bits unless I'm on the stage
On
doing them.
stage, yeah. Well, we're on stage, technically.
You know, it cracks me up. Do you ever get people to tell you your bits, and first of all, they do them better. They have them, like you forgot about a bit, and secondly, I don't even know. Are you supposed to laugh at your own bit and go,
Right.
"That's a good one"?
That's a good one. Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. I mean, you should, because that will
should.
go with your character.
Like cocky. It's all bravado.
I know, and I love it. My parents will do my jokes back to me, but tell me not to do. Don't do that one joke you have.
They talk like that?
Yes. Which one?
You speak
Mom?
Russian?
Yes.
Yes. He was my boyfriend. Remember that? Young Frankenstein?
Yes.
Cloris Leachman?
Uh-huh. Good movie.
Oh.
I remember watching that movie as a kid because there were only 3 channels.
There are only 3 channels. Where'd you grow up?
San Francisco in the 20s.
San Francisco. There are only 3 channels in San
Well,
Francisco?
there was like channel 2. Okay. 2, 4, 5, 7, 9, and
4
UHF.
is KRON, isn't it?
Yeah. Channel 4. NBC. So 2, 4, 5, 7, 9, and UHF. What else was there?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I remember watching that because there was
Greatest thing.
nothing else to watch.
When cable came, it was so fucking great.
It was insane.
Sports Center, the Weather Channel. Okay, my grandmother, all she watched was the weather. Now she could watch it 24 hours a day. I don't know what she was worried about in Philly. We don't have any extreme weather there.
Is that where you grew up?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a good city.
It's all right, yeah. I mean, I love Philly. You know, I love the people.
Yeah.
But I don't think I'd want to live there again. Unless I was
No.
doing a radio show or something.
Right. Yeah, that'd be good.
Maybe when I retire someday.
Oh,
When I get a little older.
don't do that yet.
Oh, I'm not going to retire.
Good.
I don't have nothing. I don't have anything to do.
No,
Stand-ups,
the
yeah.
12-year-olds need you.
Kids, watch Uncle Dom next week. No, I have too much fun. I really wouldn't. I wouldn't know what to do. I don't golf. I shoot pool. I shoot pool with Rogan. And,
Rogan, you ping pong.
I ping pong with Brian. That's
Which
it.
Brian?
Brian Reese, the acting teacher.
Uh-huh.
You know him?
No, I don't. Good teacher?
Yeah, excellent. Well, they
All
teach. It's a very good acting because it's not about the art; it's about the business.
Ooh.
So they teach you how to audition.
That's important. I
Yeah.
do not audition well.
Me neither. I don't audition anymore. I mean, unless it was Martin Scorsese. Like Sean Penn called me in for an audition, and I know
Yeah.
him, and I'm not going to not go for a Sean Penn audition.
Right, of course.
It wasn't even an audition; it was just a reading, which is cooler.
Sure. It's kind of like a meet and greet with the script.
Even more intimate.
Oh.
It was just
naked.
Was it Robert
Meet and
De
greet.
Niro? This is how cool is this?
What?
It was Robert De Niro's place in Soho, and it was Jim Gaffigan was doing the little characters. I had a role as Robert De Niro's brother or something, and it was De Niro, Renee Zellweger, Chaz Palminteri, and me. I'm thinking, how the fuck did I get here?
That's
It's
insane.
like, you know.
Did you book it?
No, it was, you know, he told me he gave me the part, but the problem was finances. You know, that's the thing.
Oh,
People
so
like
the project
people don't,
didn't go.
You know, people don't realize it's amazing anything gets done because so many people can say no.
Yeah.
So many people, you know, they got to get money. You know, they're not going to put their own money up unless they really, really believe in it. You know, so. But I didn't take it personally because I thought it was a nice compliment that Sean Penn wanted me for it. You know.
Absolutely. That's a nice
It's so
group of
funny
people.
because everybody thinks of him as this curmudgeon, political nut. He's such a fucking great guy. He loves comedy. He remembers every fucking thing.
Rich Scheidner was on my podcast, and
He's got 3 girls, right?
he has 2 girls and a boy.
Oh, okay.
And he told me that he was once, you know, he had already been out in LA. He was already established. He was writing. He was, you know, he was not just a newbie comic. He's already been, you know, doing the Tonight
Right.
Show and things like that. But he was out on the road on a gig, and Sean Penn happened to be in the audience. And I'm fucking up this story, but I'm giving you the gist. And Sean Penn heckled him all night long.
Really?
All night long.
Doesn't seem like him.
And maybe he was drinking, who knows. And so after the show, he wanted to hang out with Scheidner. So they go and they hang out and they're drinking, have a good time. And then Sean Penn says to Rich, you know what? You got to get yourself out to LA. And Rich
He was already out
realized-
here, right?
Yeah, Rich realized, oh my God, he thinks I'm just a local guy.
That's so good. Yeah.
It's just like, hey, I happen to be.
I got an idea for you. Why don't you move to Los Angeles? There's a lot more opportunity there.
I know. That's
You know
what
they
I
have a
thought.
lot of TV and film there.
That's right. Rich has already been on TV. He's already like written on TV, and he said it hurt him. Like it like hurt him
that's
to the
funny.
core, you know? It's like someone like you've been doing your craft for years and years and years, and they go, you know what? You should try stand-up.
Yeah. I remember when I was at the Improv in the '80s, and I'd be emceeing, and people would say to me, are you one of the owners? I go, no. They go, because you should do stand-up. You're as good as a lot of these guys.
Oh my
I
God.
go, oh yeah, stand-up.
Yeah.
That sounds. I don't think I could do that. That's really hard.
I don't tell people what I do on airplanes. Do you?
No.
When they sit down next to you, what are you going to Dallas for?
No.
No.
I don't like to talk.
I hate
That's the hardest thing. I love when people go, I could never do that. Well, no shit.
Yeah, thank you. I'm glad you can't.
No, you can't. I mean, it's like because most people can talk, and they think I don't know. I was sitting next to Oliver Stone one time,
Really?
and we didn't talk. I don't talk unless somebody talks, and I
Right.
try and keep it brief. But a couple of the flight attendants recognized me, and I don't know if they recognize him or not. But one guy kept coming up and doing my bits, right? And then Oliver Stone turns to me, he goes, "Who are you?" I said, "I'm a flight attendant of the year." I said, I said, wait till you see the parking space I have. It's right next to the jetway. And he went, oh, and he just kept reading again.
Are you kidding me? You didn't tell him who you were?
No. What am I gonna fuck? I don't feel like talking comedy with Oliver Stone.
Yeah, I guess. This is such a great opportunity, though, to be like, I'm someone who could be in your next conspiracy theory
Yeah, I'm
movie.
sure he's gonna put me in a movie.
Hey, talk to Sean Penn. Say,
It's
Oliver,
different.
why don't you call Sean and ask him who the fuck I am?
Motherfucker.
Yeah.
What time is it?
I don't know, but there's a phone in your crotch. Here you go.
Mommy.
What is it?
We did a perfect hour.
Oh my God. Should we dismount?
Well,
Ta-da!
you have anything that you want to say?
I just want to say, stay in school,
Love your country.
love your country,
Love your mom and dad.
love everybody.
If you have a mom and
Be
dad.
a nice person, just don't be a douche. Can that just be a law?
What is a douche?
Someone who just acts as if they're the only
No, but
ones.
what's really a douche?
Oh, you mean like a
Cleanse.
like a
it's-
cleansing?
What does
Yeah.
it do?
I would never use one of those.
What do you
But
use?
I guess there's a fly. I guess it cleanses your lady parts.
Your lady parts.
I would never do that.
I have a vagina on my side.
Oh yeah, you need to get
like-
that looked into.
No, I want you to look at it later.
You know what? It's
would.
probably from your liver.
Oh, my
Yeah.
liver developed a
Your
vagina
liver. That's
from
what
drinking
happens.
too much. It's
Yeah.
developed a bitch.
Drinking too many girly drinks.
Yeah,
Yeah, you need to man up.
I don't drink girly drinks.
Well, what do you?
You drink?
No, remember we talked about that.
You don't drink at all?
I'm an embarrassment to the Soviets that I grew up with.
That's horrible.
Yeah, they.
What do you do for fun?
This
Really?
comedy is my drug.
That's good. It's good and healthy. I've drank more in the last 5 years than the rest of my life combined.
Why?
I don't know.
Are you training for something?
Yes, I'm in training for a drink off. Because I failed
Are you
the
playing
hot
beer
dog
pong?
eating
Is that-
contest. No, I love to drink.
What's your drink? You're a Scotch guy?
Anything.
Anything?
I don't like real sweet drinks. I don't like pina coladas and that shit. I
Mm-hmm.
like straight booze.
Yeah.
I like, I had Lafroig scotch last night. Fucking maniac. I had a nice time. I had one drink during the football game. My friend leaves. I just start fucking pounding him.
Yeah. Well,
How
you
sad
gotta.
is that?
Well, because the feelings will come up, so you have to just keep suppressing them.
Yeah, the feelings of loneliness and despair. So you're happy with your husband, huh?
Yes.
Okay. Is there any chance I could, even if I couldn't take you to dinner, can I have food delivered to your house?
Sure.
Just
can
for you,
deliver
though?
Food. Yeah.
You can't eat it?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like makes it more intimate?
Yeah. I'm open to that.
Can your kid call me Uncle Don?
That's weird.
Is it weird? Yeah, he doesn't know me. We're scared of shit out of him. This is your new uncle.
No, we do that thing where our friends turn into, like my best friends turn into Auntie so-and-so and Auntie so-and-so, Is your crotch on fire? Is that your liver calling out for help?
What'd you say your friends what?
You know, my friends, for my kid, they turn into Auntie so-and-so, you know,
Right.
Auntie Jen,
Yeah, yeah.
the girls that I grew up with, and my husband's friends that he grew
How
up
many
with.
fucking uncles and aunts do I have?
I know,
Mom?
right? This guy's going to be confused, this little guy. He's great. He's so great.
I'm glad you love him.
I love him. I feel bad when I complain about him on stage, but you have to complain on stage. What are you going to talk about how wonderful your life is?
Yeah,
you got to find the like
nobody
little one
laugh at
thing
that.
that
It's
just
like-
kind of gets
It's
you.
like the news was mostly always bad stuff because
Right.
nobody gives a fuck about, you know, a fireman who saved a kitten from a tree. It's fucking
Fuck
boring.
that fireman. He
They
did
wanna-
it. He did it for the news story.
Fireman hurls kitty into oncoming traffic.
Ah, I'm listening.
That's a good one.
I'm listening. Medical.
Kira Soltanovich closing with a Dana Doot line.
Yep, that's how I close all
Thank
my
you so
sets.
much, darling.
Are we going to shake hands like you're my real estate agent?
Thank you. Everything looks good.
Thank you so much for drawing up the paperwork.
Sorry, my hands are so soft. Kira Soltanovich, give her a hand. Thank you. See you next week. Thank you.